Alright, so you lot are going to have to bear with me today. I am a little bit tired. I went to bed about an hour later than I normally do, and for some reason, I really feel it today. So if I say stuff that is slightly more goofy than usual, you know why. But let's be real here, half of this episode is probably goof anyway, so what's it matter? Welcome back to Featherworthy. Today is day 4 of the great preparation, and hopefully I think I'm going to make this the final day of prep. So tomorrow, I swear, big boss battle, and I want to know, how was the great preparation saga? All of you are you're so positive all the time. I'm actually genuinely curious. How did you find it? Was it good? Was it bad? I don't know. Was it just the same? It was probably just the same. Let's be real here. So, for today's episode, the final great prep, what are we doing? Well, we are harvesting souls of light, and we're going to need a lot of them, and I'm probably going to get them from here. We'll also be taking on a bunch of hallowed mimics. We'll be getting ourselves the Daedalus Stormbow, finishing up the armor set, and then that'll be it. And then when it comes to fishing and getting holy arrows, I'll make time for that. Don't worry. I'll do that off camera, because if you ask me, sitting in an AFK farm for a whole episode could be a little bit boring. Could be a little bit boring, I won't lie. I mean, I feel like it doesn't really matter what we do, because I talk over it anyway. But still, I feel like we've all got to have our limits. So hey, welcome back. Hope you've all been doing well, staying safe. Do you remember when I used to say washing your hands? Are you still washing your hands? It's actually very important. It is. It's honestly very important. My Apple Watch, I mentioned this before, I'm pretty sure, but my Apple Watch now tells me to wash my hands, and it's a weird phenomenon. It feels very 2020, but every time it does it, all I wish is that it would tell me to brush my teeth for longer, right? I'll tell you why. Because you see toothbrush adverts all the time, and they're always like, here's our £500 toothbrush, and what it will do is it will give you a chime when you've brushed for 20 seconds. No, the Apple Watch should do that. I don't want to pay for a chime, you know? I don't think it really matters. I feel like I probably brush longer than the recommended amount of time. But what if that's a bad thing, you know? What if I'm causing gum issues? It's not great. So one thing I will say about this so far is that, oh my god, how many enemies are already spawning, right? I didn't expect this to be such the hotspot, but it really is. Like, look at it. We're going to be done in no time. And it's funny because I went into today's episode with a little bit of negative vibes, I'm not going to lie. Because all I was thinking about is the fact that they changed the King Slime farming method for Souls of Light and for Souls of Night. And I understand why they did it. It really does make the game better, because at least then you've got to earn everything you get. Like, it just makes sense. At the end of the day, it was cheesy, and that's why we banging on life hacks. But seriously, I'm like, when I've spent, like, I don't know, 4 years getting Souls of Light the quick way, it's hard to go back to the old way. But this is good. This is really good. Oh, so one thing I will say is that another, like, just giant perk of this AFK farm being naturally so good is that I want to try and fight the hallowed mimics with our summoner set, and that's something I've never done before, and I wonder if the spiders are actually quick enough to kind of do their job. But what's good about the fact is that we're getting so many Souls of Light is just that it gives me a bit of flexibility to try new things, because if summoner don't work, it's like no sweat, you know, I can go get 15 more Souls of Light pretty quick. And then we'll move over to our ranger build. Now, we did get a comment a couple of times from one of the channel members, and he wants to see us get a Tomb of Infinite Wisdom for the Destroyer. So, for those that don't know, the Tomb of Infinite Wisdom is, like, actually incredible against the Destroyer. Like, it just kind of melts it. It really is like cutting it through with... See, this is where the tiredness comes in. What I'm trying to say is, it's like slicing through it as if it was butter. It really is. But I do wonder in Featherworthy, how much commitment is it going to be to do the Old One's Army enough to get the Tomb of Infinite Wisdom? Because I don't really know. And I remember when I did the Summoners run, It wasn't something that was, like, necessarily easy. So I don't know if the time commitment is going to be worth it if we already invest in the Daedalus Stormbow. But it is a nice little route. No way. No way. Oh my god. I think we might just have the luckiest world I have ever had in my entire time playing Terraria. Yesterday, what do we get? We get the hallowed key. Today it's the Rod of Discord. And I'm going to be real with you, I have not seen a Rod of Discord drop ever. Ever. The only time, I don't know why I went weird for that. The only time I get a Rod of Discord is in modded when I can craft it. Because I will never farm for a Rod of Discord. But here it is. Alright, I'm going to be honest, this is the best thing that's ever happened to me. I know that's a sad statement, but it's true. It's very true. Oh my god. Was it worth the death? Of course it was worth the death. This series just got incredibly... It just got easier. It just got way easier. The Rod of Discord changes everything. So I'm not too sure on the rarity of this item, but I'm pretty sure it's like, it's pretty rare. So we also got a beam sword, which is great. Like, I'm not going to use it, but I like the beam sword, and mainly because it's a Zelda reference. I'll just be honest, like, you know, like, the little fan of me is like, it's pretty great. Oh my god. Come on now. Come on. What's going on with this world? Right? Let me just explain that. Right? Let me explain that. The very first enchanted sword killed in this world gave me the Blade Staff. Now, can we just keep in mind that Game Raiders, fellow YouTuber, had to farm for like 7 whole days to get a Blade Staff? Are you... What is going on? What is going on with this world? Right? Featherworthy, to be clear, does not change spawn rates other than the guide voodoo dolls. So, to put it in perspective, we have had a hallowed key, a Rod of Discord in the first, like, 5 minutes of farming, and a Blade Staff. That is wild. That is absolutely wild. I honestly, this is probably, and I'm being serious, this has got to be the luckiest world I have ever had in Terraria over 9 years. What is going on? Right, so let's make some buffs. So I think the obvious one that we got to make is regen. Right? No, we don't really need swiftness, so I'll save that. And I should probably get a bit of iron skin. Everybody says don't really focus on defense in this run because it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I agree. I agree. It probably doesn't matter at all, but I'll do it anyway just so that we got it. And then other than that, I guess I'm good to go. That doesn't sound right. I don't think I am. Okay, let me grab 2 chests. Actually, I'll grab 1 chest for now. So we'll make this a practice run, and we'll see what happens. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fight it in the arena. Cargo made me laugh, by the way. Cargo wrote me a comment that was like, just so you know, when I did this run, I made Dungeon Brick Arena as well. But I left you hanging because I wanted to see Cobalt. I love it. I love it. I wanted to see Cobalt too. Turns out the commitment of that is quite hard. Okay, right. Bosh that in. Let's begin. Right. So like I said, I think I should be alright, mainly because I'm not gonna be Alright. Alright, so that's how it is. That's how it is. It's a one-hit kill. It's a one-hit kill. This is going to be a lot harder than I thought. I'm going to be real with you. I thought we'd get that in a wanna. I really did. So there's no point making buffs for it or anything because that is an absolute nightmare. Oh my god. And were we really doing enough damage with the blade staff? Okay, right. Alright, gotta get better at dodging. Alright, this seems like the kind of thing that I shouldn't really talk over. but I'm going to try. I wish the whip was longer. Oh, God! All right. All right. Do we crack on as summoner, or do we try and move to ranger? All right, so I've done some mining. I've done a little bit of lava farming, and most importantly, I've had a cup of coffee. And honestly, I already feel better, right? Editing today's video is going to be hard because I want to cut out half the mumbling, because I don't really like listening to myself mumble. You lot laugh, but I die, all right? So with that being said, I should now have enough ore to finish up the adamantite set, and then hopefully make a repeater, because I mentioned the new meta, right? I said, hey everyone, what's the new meta? And I got a lot of responses that were like, the new meta is still the old meta, is in the fact that even though stuff has been shaken up quite a bit, people are still using the Daedalus Stormbow and such. So that's why I want to do it. Demonic, thank you very much, I'll take it. So that actually bumps us up to 42 defense compared to 26. So all I'm really hoping is that now we can survive 2 hits. That's all I want. I want like a second chance at every fight, mainly because it takes a really long time to farm out for stuff either way. All right, let's grab a chest. Well, actually, let's grab 2 chests, and we'll also grab iron skin as well, so that at least we have that. And then we'll get 2 more of these bad boys. Once again, I don't know how much I'm going to show from the start of the episode. So I don't know. I don't know. What I was going to say is this might look a little bit different, but it's probably not. I'm probably just going to include them anyway. But yeah, very tired. Oh, man. Honestly, like, with the new diet and everything, like, I really, really notice my sleep now. Because what I'm doing is, I'm just eating healthier alternatives, so it's like less calories, less energy in a way. So sleep is really important, and yeah, I need more of it. All right. Do we just begin? Do we do? Oh wait, no wait. I want 2 of these bad boys. I'm gonna disable that. We're gonna slap that in. Right. So unlike before, the big thing we have to do now is we actually have to make sure that we don't fire while it's regenning, because if we get hit by that, it's just death, right? But yeah, the reason why I thought, oh, we should probably move over to this is just mainly because of the fact that we can actually move around now, whereas before I was trying to get up close to swing the whip, or to whip the whip. Not really swing. I guess maybe the character swings it around his head Indiana Jones style before he begins, but maybe not. You know, I don't want to, you know, create my own Terraria lore. I'll be honest with you, this is really bad to say, but I've never seen Indiana Jones. That's bad, right? Even I recognize that that's a bad thing. I'm gonna change that soon. I'm gonna find a way to watch them. I was actually gonna watch them quite recently, and then none of them were on Netflix, and they weren't on Amazon Prime, and I was like, well, I don't know if I really want to buy them, because, you know, if it's, what if they're bad? What if I don't mesh with the Indiana Jones? I feel like most people like them though, other than the most recent one. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'll come back in a few weeks with Indiana Jones review. I think that'd be good. Okay, so this is going way better than expected. This is exactly what I wanted, if I'm being honest. Like, I just needed a setup where I can actually do stuff. I'm surprised it hasn't regened yet. Is that because I'm keeping too far of a distance? It doesn't really know what to do. Alright, there we go. So, first one is the flying knife. The flying knife is the one I always get. Every single time I do this, it's the flying knife. Alright, so, looking at that, we burnt through our jester arrows extremely quickly. So we're going to basically need to... What is that? A fake unicorn horn. Vanity item. It's a new day. Yes, it is. Alright, come on. What's the reference, right? That's my new thing, is asking everybody what the reference is, because I've got no idea. That is awful. That's really bad. That looks... Yeah, I don't like that. That's not for me. So yeah, we need more jester arrows basically. So how many did we use then? It was about 300. I don't know how many of these I'm going to really show on camera, because I think maybe they could get a little bit tedious. I'm not too sure. We'll have to see. But I kind of want to be there for the big moment. Do you know what I mean? But I know full well, right? I may have been lucky in this world with the flying knife and the rod of discord and the hallowed key. But I know full well that I am incredibly unlucky when it comes to the Daedalus Stormbow. Like, I've had series in the past where I've fought, you know, 20, 30 of these guys before getting it. And I think, I can't remember when I last did the Daedalus Stormbow thing. It might have been for my own private 1.4 world back in May. But I remember even on that world, it was a nightmare to get. So I'm just one of those people that get really unlucky with it. I'd like to meet somebody that's just incredibly lucky all the time, and that's just their, like, go-to item. Kind of like, whenever you play with Python, and this is legitimately every time, he finds an enchanted sword. I've never played Terraria with Python, and he's not found it straight away. Like, every jingle jam, he finds one. So, I want to be like that. For the overpowered weapons, you know? But I guess my new special super ability is getting Chippy's couch first time. Because 2 series, 2 couches, I like those odds. I'm also very proud of Cargo. Cargo finally found a Chippy's couch. I was really hoping he would clip it and send me it for when the moment actually happened. Instead, I'm watching his stream and he's like, oh, here's our Chippy's couch. I wanted to see it live. Okay, right. This is going incredibly well. I'm actually, honestly, this build I'm so happy with. Because when I saw it was instantly killing us, I kind of thought that the rest of the episode was going to be a bit of a nightmare. Alright, the hook. Also another item which I get incredibly often. Alright, so, the plan now is probably going to be to move to holy arrows. Because I find Jester arrows to take longer to get than holy arrows. But I'm going to level Weolia. I can't remember how to actually make holy arrows off the top of my head. I know that it's stuff from the Hallowed. And I'm fairly certain it's like, I'm going to say unicorn horn and just pixie dust. But let's find out together. So, holy arrows is unicorn horns and pixie dust. Alright. So I'm going to start my AFK farm with a little bit of lava, and then I will be back in a bit. I guess I'm going to do a bunch of farming as well for the Souls of Light. But honestly, I would say overall, this so far has been great. Like, the progress we're doing, incredible. Oh my god. Have a little look at this. Oh, I got killed by a flying fish, but it showed it. Look how cool a thunderstorm and a blizzard looks. It looks amazing. It looks really cool. I've never seen the crossover happen before. Man, I've said this a million times. I'm going to just keep saying it. 1.4 is flat out gorgeous. Alright, so just checking in real quick. I found an area which is like ideal for spawning unicorns and pixies. And this is good because I thought I would kind of run into the issue where they wouldn't even spawn in. Mainly because this area to the left, even though it's hallowed, it's so close to the corruption that it treats it as corruption. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make a little lip or a little ramp where people can fall into my death pit, and then I'll be good to go. All right, so it seems to work for unicorns. But what I need to do is basically flatten out this area here so that the pixies will come. But I guess for now, I'm kind of more concerned about the unicorn horns because they're the ones that are kind of a bit of a pain to farm for. Pixie dust is more like just linger around, kill pixies. So this ain't too bad. And we're on a roll today. Like, we are, like, the great preparation is coming to a very satisfying conclusion, if you ask me. So the plan is now, we're just going to get enough unicorn horns to make a bunch of arrows. I've got one more key that I can make, and then after that, I'll just start farming out for more. Oh my god. What the hell is with this world? Oh my god. We just got another hallowed key. All right, I'm going to start up the hallowed key black market. If anybody would like to purchase it, please do make an opening bid. I'm serious. I really don't know what's going on. Like, I've never seen a hallowed key drop, or at least I haven't in so many years. Then we get a Rod of Discord, and a Blade Staff, and another hallowed key. And I haven't been here for long. I've been here for like 2 minutes. What is going on? Yeah, I just left the arena because I was like, all right, I'll go grab some pixie dust, reset the spawn count. Oh my god, I can't believe it, right? What else do you need to happen in Terraria to be like incredibly lucky? I'm trying to think, like, what is the other thing that's like, oh my god, I would never believe it. I guess just another biome key. If I'm being honest, it's probably just that. Wow, though. Feeling very blessed right now. Oh, I'm also going to use this time to say, because I always forget to say it, if you are new around here, maybe consider clicking subscribe. Somebody wrote us a nice comment yesterday that was like, I want to see Chippy's couch reach 400,000. And I had to really think, because I don't have a clue what our sub count was. I looked it up earlier, because I never check on this channel, I'll just be honest. I always check on Chippy Gaming, because that's the larger channel. But here I'm just like, it's alright. As long as people are nice in the comments, you know, I know I'm doing a good job. But yeah, if you do want to subscribe, that would be great. I really don't prioritize it on this channel. I guess it's because I'm not really bothered. It's because I'm like, I feel like the channel's in a great spot. You know, if we just keep the people we've got for a long time, I think we'd be good. I think we'd be golden. And this would be such a wonderful channel to make videos for. It really is. So yeah, if you want to join it, you can join it. God, I hate gastropods so much. That's like one of my least favorite enemies in Terraria, by far. That and like turtles. I don't really, well, tortoises. I don't really like jungle tortoises. They kind of do my head in. I know it's a bit of a meme that they come out of nowhere, but I legitimately do find that kind of annoying. But that's alright. You got to add challenge. Oh, and then spiked slimes. Any spiked slime, I'd happily remove them from Terraria for reals. Alright, so let's buy 1,000 arrows. I feel bad for wasting money like this, but killing these is actually fairly good farming at the end of the day. So let's make 1,000 of those. It's weird how you can't make 1,000, so you have to stop at 800 because it's like 999. That's weird to me. Why can't we just get 1,000? I guess it's because it wouldn't really look right, like displayed out. I don't know. All right, let's so what we'll do is we'll do one more like together on camera, and then obviously I'll be filming the rest because I don't stop and start. But what I'll do is I'll not really talk over the fights, just kind of be like, oh, we got this at the end, or I might just skip that entirely and just show you the winning one. Right, bam. Okay, let's see if we've lost our skills already, and let's see if it makes any difference. You know what? Considering the speed it's going, I do kind of think that maybe the holy arrows weren't even the best idea. Just, oh, right, okay. You all know I'm pretty chill, but that right there makes me want to like pull my hair out. I like keeping the channel, you know, fairly family friendly, mainly because, you know, it helps with YouTube. You know, YouTube really doesn't want to give the good ad rev to channels that swear, but oh my god, the urge right now to scream the house down. Okay, all right, let's see if this is the one. So yeah, I would say holy arrows. Oh my god, here we go. All right, yeah, holy arrows are pretty much the same damage as just arrows in that fight in particular. But I was gonna say the reason we got them is because they're easy to farm for. There we go. The great preparation of 2020 is now complete. And we came out on the other side way better than I thought we would. Seriously, way better. Like, Daedalus, Stormbow, Holy Arrows, Blade Staff, Rod of Discord. We're golden. We're real golden. Oh, that's one thing I forgot. I forgot to change out the Summoner's Emblem. Now all we need is a Nimbus Rod. Give us a Nimbus Rod. Give us a Nimbus Rod. All right, no Nimbus Rod. That's okay. To be honest, it might actually be worth me farming out for a Nimbus Rod, because Nimbus Rods honestly are so good. They're really, really good. All right, well, I think that's going to round it up for today's episode. What a good one. I really enjoyed it. So if you enjoyed it, and as always, you know, if you're a daily watcher, make sure to give the video a big fat thumbs up. It helps out a lot. And let me know, how was the great preparation? Was it an enjoyable saga? Would you want to do it again with a modded series? Let me know. All right, have a fantastic day. Thank you to all the members that are rolling by on screen right now. Oh, and also, real quick, thank you to the people that checked out the Q&A yesterday on Chippy Gaming. It went down a treat. I want to film another video with a camera. I want to film RTX Minecraft. I'm thinking about it. I'm going to see if it goes down well, as in, like, if it feels good to record. So that might be out. It might already, to be fair, here's the thing, right? Here's the current routine with Chippy's couch. I get up, I go for my big walk, I get showered, I record Chippy's couch and get it edited up. And then I record the Chippy Gaming video and edit that up and get it out first. Just because, right? Because it kind of meshes with, oh my god, I smacked my cup. It meshes with the upload times that I'm enjoying. So it might already be up, I don't know. It's weird to think about, isn't it? Right, okay. Have a good one, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace.